The U.S. has a new Secretary of State. Former CIA Director Mike Pompeo took over after being confirmed by the Senate, and he wasted no time in getting right to work. He's already set off to Europe for a series of meetings. CGTN's Sean Callebs joins us now. So, Sean, there was some controversy over Pompeo's nomination, but like other nominees, President Trump stood right behind him.
Indeed, he has pushed this through, and President Trump has already weighed in, saying, and we quote here, "Having a patriot of Pompeo's talent, energy, and intellect leading the State Department will be an incredible asset for our country at this critical time in history." Indeed, it is a critical time, and work has already stacked up. Pompeo will have to learn on the job and do it quickly, with many high-pressure, high-stakes negotiations already underway. The newly sworn-in U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is off and running. His first trip will take him to the NATO ministerial meeting in Brussels. From there, he goes to the Middle East to sit down with leaders from Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and Israel.
The man has what it takes for the job.
Despite the high praise from Republican Senator John Cornyn, Pompeo was only approved by a 57-42 vote, with many Democrats digging in their heels.
It's clear that their no vote is primarily a way to lash out at President Trump, because anybody President Trump chooses, they instinctively and reflexively oppose.
Pompeo comes into the job with a full plate. He has important decisions to make on relations with China, the DPRK, and elevated tension on the Korean Peninsula. He will also counsel President Trump on whether U.S. troops remain in Syria.
I think the president made clear he wants to get out, that he does want to have fewer American men and women there. We have fewer there today, men and women there today, than we had some period ago.
And there is the ongoing concern over strained relations between the United States and Russia, and allegations Russia interfered with the 2016 presidential election, and whether full sanctions need to be implemented.
Vladimir Putin has not yet received the message sufficiently, and we need to continue to work at that.
But Democrats still openly wonder if Pompeo is qualified to be the top U.S. diplomat.
At the end of the day, as I consider Director Pompeo's nomination, including his hearing, his past statements and recent revelations, I have lingering concerns.
Pompeo has urged the U.S. to pull out of the Iran nuclear deal and the Paris Climate Accord. He has also alleged that American Muslims are potentially complicit in terrorism. Pompeo also inherits a State Department mired in low morale and seeking direction. Many of the top staff positions remain unfilled, as do dozens of ambassador positions around the world. Expect the 74,000-person State Department to closely watch Pompeo's moves to try to gauge what kind of leader he's going to be.
So Mike Pompeo becomes the 70th Secretary of State, and as you mentioned, he's already at work. He actually started doing a lot of this before he was officially confirmed. So how is he going to bring everyone together at the State Department?
It's going to be a challenge, but I think the one thing we are hearing from the State Department, he's out the door and working quicker than just about anybody. That's something they confirmed for us just a short while ago. And he does plan on keeping his role, working with DPRK leader Kim Jong-un. And as for the U.S. State Department morale, it is going to be a huge task. And there's a feeling that former Secretary Rex Tillerson left a punishing influence on the staff. Pompeo has been meeting with state officials to get an idea of just how massive the entity is, and Pompeo says he has a plan to move forward, including holding town hall meetings with the staff within the next 10 days.
All right. Sean Callebs, thanks for that.